Hey, welcome in everybody. Hey, this is KGB. I'm sorry about missing first pitch, guys. I'm a little behind. I'm getting the game up right now for you, so stay tuned. Sorry about all this, guys. Let me get this worked up and running here. You know what? I'll be honest. I've been sitting here waiting for the game, and I lost track of time. I was working with Photoshop, guys, getting all new layouts, everything. Getting it looking sharp, and I look up, and it was 6:20. I'm like, whoa, a little late. So I'm a rushing here, guys. Sorry about missing the first pitch. We'll get it. Oh, all right. Well, guys, I guess the event is in weather delay. I guess I should have looked that up. Better check this out here then. Let's go look and see what's going on with it. And it just says it'll be delayed. As of 21 minutes ago, they... Oh, okay. Barring any further changes tonight, first pitch will be at 8 p.m. Eastern. And then it says the start of tonight's game, Braves-Dodgers game, will be delayed due to weather. We will keep you updated on an estimated start time, which was 20 minutes ago. 4 minutes ago, they said 8 o'clock, guys. So, with that said, it's only 6:30. I'm not going to keep you guys occupied for that long. So I will go ahead and I'll get the game rescheduled for 8 p.m. Eastern tonight. So, it's only 27 minutes away. We'll stick around. We'll hash out, talk about whatever. Get tonight's lineup showing. Yeah, we'll do that. No sense of shutting the stream down for 20, 30 minutes. Hey, Kenneth, how you doing, brother? Yeah. Yeah, I had seen that. I hadn't checked anything before I fired up the cam, man, and I got to look at it. I was like, well, it's 6:20, the game's on. I'm like, oh crap. All right, so we are on rain delay. I guess we could get the one interactive screen off. I don't know. put the MLB interactive up. Well, they haven't started theirs. ESPN. All right, ESPN does have something up. So we'll let that load up. Yeah, loads into an ad. That's why we got that cover screen, just like that. So I don't know if you've noticed anything here, but I've been looking at. Hey, maybe you can hear. Maybe you can help me out, Kenneth. I'm looking for like a schedule of what jerseys they're gonna wear for what games. I don't know if they even make it, but I'm trying to find one. And I went looking around last night, and I couldn't find nothing for the life of me. I found one thing where it looked like somebody had started it, but where it went clear back a bunch of years, but it looked like what they were doing is they were waiting until a month had already progressed and then coming in and putting it all together and putting it out there. So they didn't really know what games were going to be played in what uniforms. And the reason for it is that's what I was working on here. I have a theme layout from beginning to end for each uniform they would wear. I have the City Connect colors. I have the dark blue uniform they'd wear. I have the gray uniform color they would wear. I have this year's the white, and then I have the red, of course. And I want to try getting it to where, depending on what uniform they're gonna wear during the game, is what color my theme outline will be that night, and my thumbnails. Well, the thumbnails could be that way too, but oh man, I just hate seeing the thumbnails 3 different colors or 4 different colors, 2 different colors, depending on the game amount of, how long the game series is. But I don't know. I don't know if maybe you've seen it because you seem to look around the internet quite a bit. Or I thought maybe you knew, is there a spot that tells you what jerseys they're going to wear for all teams? For all teams. So, like I said, caught me right in the middle. I was checking that out. So we'll have to see here. I never thought about the rain delay. Yeah, you know what? I'll text Mav. All right. We'll see if he responds. Thank you for everybody that's gave me some likes already. I realize we're just sitting here and it's all kind of dead air. I'm gonna fix that for you. I'm gonna get us some music going through YouTube for right now while we sit here waiting on rain delay. At least we can do something. All right, what do we want to listen to? Let's go mood. All right, there we go. We'll just put something on. All right, there we go, guys. I'm gonna go ahead and cover up my cam, turn my light out of my eyes for a little while. guys, looks like we have some activity. I'm in a commercial break right now, but I did see something coming on, so it looks like we'll be getting to the game momentarily. Stick with it, I'll be right back. So we, in fact, do have some warming up going on here. Good deal, good deal. So let me finish up here what I was working on and we'll get right to it. Welcome in, guys. Looks like our weather delays. We're going to be getting underway here. I just got a little bit of music on rotate, just autoplay until we get some activity going on here.
It was a lot of raw emotions with his first time returning.
Hi guys, here we go.
The team and the place where his career began, also where he started
exactly
his family,
sure.
and won a World Series championship with his brothers over there on the Braves.
So oh, you know what, guys? We still got about 6 minutes, so let's go ahead and we're going to turn this off. We'll go back to the music for a little bit.
Though, things are very different.
I thought they were pitched. I thought first pitch was coming, so
but it does feel
be a
good
few
to be
minutes
back.
yet. First pitch will be at 6 p.m. Or 7 p.m. Sorry.
riding a 9-game on-base streak. He had yesterday off. And swats this one to right field. That's the direction the wind is heading, but didn't get it up there enough to get any kind of...
Oh, sorry about that, guys. I got sidetracked. Was talking with the wife and didn't realize the game started. So we just seen the first batter. He pop fly out to Acuna. Acuna caught it. Out number 1. So we got Charlie Morton pitching for the Braves tonight. Mookie Betts up to bat. Freddie Freeman on deck, and Will Smith on. Somebody's getting a standing ovation. Number 5 for the Dodgers. Freddie Freeman.
Atlanta's first baseman for 12 years. Drafted by the Braves. Came up September of 2010.
Oh, I see. He was drafted by the Braves. Okay, understandable. I didn't know who that was, so apologies.
Last season, he takes strike 1.
Strike 1.
And he said coming into the series here last June, he wasn't looking for closure. He didn't think that he needed any kind of closure. But you don't know what you need until you go through it. And coming out of that series, he said, okay, I guess I did need to go through that process. I did need that closure. And it was from that point forward that
hey, Tracy, how you doing?
He was finally a Dodger, and the numbers showed it as he took off.
I can't help you out there, Tracy. Sorry.
No tears this time, but I'll bet you that ovation there.
I'm not sure what you mean by live stream. If you mean pirated games, I can't help you out with anything with that.
He says
but if you want to, if you'd like to watch all games other than what's what they would consider blackout, you can head on over to MLB.com, and it's like $20-some a month or so, I think, or one set price.
One of the transitions with Charlie Morton, of course, has been more curveball.
Morton strikes, Freeman out. K's to the chat, baby. First K's.
Was the fact that he threw it firmer, that later, sharper break.
I'll get that done here in a second.
For a while now.
More than ever this year, almost half of the time, more than
K's to the chat.
It's a fastball that misses away to Will Smith. How about a 39-year-old throwing 97?
All right, here comes a pitch.
Shot on the ground
right up to the second base.
And that's a 1-2-3 first inning for Charlie Morton. It is 332nd
here.
Game. Now Gavin Stone, his second.
All right, so we got a commercial break. Bring this back up here. Why did I do that? Maybe a little music in between for right now. So we got Cleveland over top of the Chicago White Sox right now. The bottom of the 7-3-0. Texas and Pittsburgh are tied top of the 7th. All right.
With Ozuna having gotten things going this month, hitting 7th, DHing Arcia, and the rookie of the year last year.
All right, so we got Acuna Jr. At bat, Matt Olson on deck, Sean Murphy in the hole.
It's Gavin Stone, the 24-year-old.
Let's see if the Braves can get under as hot of a start as they have been the last couple games.
In the minor leagues at 148. This season in AAA, it's been a little bit rocky, but his last couple have been very good, including on Tuesday. He struck out 10 and comes up to the major leagues.
Here comes the pitch.
Ronald Acuna
Ball
takes
one.
ball one from Stone. Yeah, and he better be feeling good facing this lineup, and especially this guy right here.
Come on, Cunha.
Who is the early
Let's do it, baby.
National League MVP.
Ooh, strike one. There was your pitch, baby.
He came back last year, Earl, from the knee injury in 2021, but he's really back this year.
There are 5 tool players, and then there are 5 tool players that have exceptional tools.
Ball two, 2-1 the count.
I mean, this is Hall of Fame talent in one body.
Acuna.
It's a career that is really
11-game hitting streak, a 364 average, 2 doubles, 5 homers, 6 RBI.
Nature, feeling healthy again. Swings and misses.
Swing and a miss. 2-2, even.
That we didn't really get to see in its fairest form his first time.
I already like the pace of what the pitch clock is doing.
Cunha definitely looking like he's fully back from that knee surgery. There we go. Pop up out the center. That's a double. Cunha gonna run. Here he comes. Lead off double, baby. That's the way we want it. Great start. All right. Chop to the channel, baby. Chop to the chat.
There are line drives with top spin. There are line drives that knuckle at you. He got this line drive in a way that it had.
Hey, Jeremy, how you doing, buddy?
It was tough for James Outman to read. That ball had tremendous carry.
So leadoff double for Acuna. And here's Matt Olson.
I always forget to bring my pop-out chat window back over the top of the video.
Second season in Atlanta for Olson.
Yeah, baby. Yeah, you see that too? Yeah. Matt Olson played 46 games so far, 244 average, 13 homers, 35 RBIs with a 9.916 OPS. Chopper down first baseline, easy out. Runner's going to advance.
And of course, he is always going to be tied to Freddie Freeman. It was that trade that basically triggered Freeman's.
Now, wait a minute. Acuna didn't run?
Or at least showed the Braves hand that they weren't planning on bringing Freddie Freeman back. And since the two guys joined their new teams, Freddie Freeman with a great advantage in terms of batting average. Yeah, just about every category has gone Freeman's way. Whether they want to be or not, they'll always be compared. Man at third, one gone, Sean Murphy, who followed the Olson route this year, and that is acquired in a trade and then signed to a long-term contract, and they thought they were getting a good player, but he is
all right. Yeah, okay, Acuna did move. I was wondering, like, what the hell? Murphy, blast up the center. That's a drop in. The Braves going to get on board. Acuna, come in, baby. All right. Woo! 1-0 already. We have Sean Murphy on first.
Don't be afraid to get
That's an
back
RBI single.
Gavin Stone is not. This is off the end of the bat. And James Altman out there in center field.
They are doing it, baby. They're starting just as hot as they left the last series.
Off the end of the bat that looks like it'll reach him, but it has a flat tire as far as getting in the air and falls short. Two tough balls, and especially in relation to each other.
Runner at first, one gone. The hitter's Austin Riley. Fouls off the first pitch. Braves coming out very aggressive.
So Riley, 46 games, a 253 average, 7 home runs, 22 RBIs, and an OPS of a .731 this season.
Riley, who a year ago was an all-star for the first time, 38 home runs, placed him third in the National League. And he's gone from a guy who over his first 2 seasons was a .230 hitter, said he can remember vividly going up there, just no confidence, to the last 2 years.
You want to win the count?
Himself is one of the top sluggers in the league. On this 1-1 from Stone, he takes.
That's going to be a strike. 1-2 to count.
That kind of movement will serve him well throughout his career. Love the fact that the changeup and the fastball can
1 out in the inning.
And then they're going to have to figure out.
Bottom of the first, we have a 1-0 lead over the Los Angeles Dodgers. Oh, Just about got hit. Counts
Got a really
even.
good life on that fastball.
That was a dangerous fastball, that one was.
Central Arkansas was pretty much all he threw. He had different versions of his fastball, but
7 homers
really
and
mixed in
22
a change or
ribbies.
breaking pitch. Misses away here.
Full boat, baby. You know what that means.
Dodgers, as I so often
Uh-oh.
developed him from a very raw pitching prospect. One of the top pitching prospects in baseball. Murphy at first, one gone, and a 3-2 to Austin Riley. Fouled off.
Foul ball. We'll do it again.
There were 160 players drafted in 2020. It was the shorter 2020 draft, and Gavin Stone was 159 out of those 160.
Certainly wish I had a lot more of those statistics for you guys.
In the big leagues 2 years later.
That's going to be a walk. Runners on first and second, baby.
For Atlanta.
That's a hell of a start. 1 out.
AT&T Fiber fast pitch.
We got Eddie Rosario heading
Gavin
to the
Stone
bat.
debuted against the Phillies on
Ozzie
May 3rd.
Albies
Not
will
an
be
easy
on
team
deck.
to debut against. He gave up 4 runs over 8 innings. Or over 4 innings.
And Marcelo Ozuna, the bum, will be batting third.
Not a huge change of speeds compared to Charlie Morton, where we saw a big
In the
differential between the
hole.
fastball and the curveball.
The bum
Differential between
is
the fastball,
in
the
the
curveball,
hole.
The slider and the changeup with him a little tighter.
Hey,
at
welcome
8
in,
miles an
guys.
hour.
Appreciate you stopping by.
Eddie Rosario. Change to
Strike.
That differential is more of a get weak contact compared to swing and miss and chase.
Come on, Eddie. Smack one for Mav, baby.
Rip.
Oh, it's deep.
Turn.
It's gone. There you go, baby.
With a first
Woo!
inning 3-run home
Put one out for Mr. Mav. All right. 3-run blast, baby. Woo! Yeah! The Atlanta Braves now lead 4-1, baby. Shout out to you, my brother.
And it's right down the middle.
Up in the top right corner, give the man's channel a look. Great content creator. His mom's in the hospital. Everybody give her shout out, praise, prayers. She's getting better, so
Low fastball. AAA hitter probably
that's for you, my brother. Called it, baby. Aston, put it out for Mavin. What's he do? Whack! First pitch. Woo!
Ozzie Albies. Bases, 1 ball, 1 strike. Braves are the top home run hitting team in the
Oh,
nation.
hell.
Over the last month,
You know,
they've averaged
I just noticed, guys, that sorry about the weather delay notice down there.
For the time of his life against the Dodgers in the National League Championship Series in 2021.
And you
Really
can't
earned
call
himself
that any better,
a
huh?
contract in Atlanta on that performance alone. It's been coming to life lately.
That's good to see, Jeremy, that you're... Oh, did we just hit the batter?
You start this game and you know where the Dodgers are as far as needing length, and you're
Oh,
excited.
that's got to be clipped,
Goes in,
baby.
pounding the strike zone.
We got to
last
clip
pitch
that.
went in- the excitement went into
Absolutely.
over-trying.
Oh, deep, back to the track. It's going to get underneath. Center fielder has it. 2 outs. But the Braves still on top, 4-0, baby. Great start to this game.
Marcelo Ozuna went 5 for his first 59 this year, and it was looking like any day the hammer was going to drop and he was going to be gone, but they kept on running him out there. They're paying him a lot of money, and so they were just hoping desperately that he could find it, and he has, hitting .330 with an 1100 OPS in May.
A little less chase, more discipline up there, and the first thing about hitting is getting strikes.
2-0, and the Verizon player profile, those numbers we're talking about month to month for Ozuna.
All right, so we got the bum at the plate.
2-1.
2-1 the count.
14 games.
Sorry about that, guys. I was just texting old Mav.
333.
Told him he's got to come watch the first inning of my stream, man. Swing and a miss. 2-2 the count.
Is elite.
Well, in the short 2020 season, remember, Ozuna led the league in home runs and in RBIs. But the last 2 years, 211 average, OPS well below league average. And out of the gates, it looked like more of the same this year, but he's discovering it.
Here comes the pitch. Down in the dirt, we got full boat. Full boat. Here comes the pitch, baby. Ball 4.
The Braves have brought 8 men to the plate in the first inning.
Wow. 8 men to the plate in the first inning alone. That's a fucking feat. Sorry, pardon my language. That one just kind of slipped. Sorry.
He's made some good pitches. He's made some pitches in the heart of the plate. The Braves have swung at the pitches in the heart of the plate, the mistakes, and hit them.
Hey guys,
hard.
I'm going to take a quick break. I got to use my
borderline
phone
pitches
here.
for
I'll be
ball
right
4.
back, guys. This will all be
Those
left
are the
for you.
things that you learn as you move from your minor league days into your big league days. You have to go through some of these growing pains of understanding a big league hitter's approach compared to a minor league hitter's approach. You got to remember that getting the number 3 and 4 hitter out, or the 2 and 3 hitter out in the minor leagues, that guy, when he comes to the big leagues, he's probably hitting 8th or 9th. And so you're going into almost a different generation of hitters that you go, whoa, these guys are a little different, and I've got to learn to adjust my stuff and my sights on what I need to do at this level to be successful.
The 8 hitter, Orlando Arcia. And then, Oral, when you compare Team 30 to Team 1 or 2 or 3 like the Braves.
Sorry about that.
There.
It's a huge jump. It's like going up to the big leagues and a half.
That's kind of where it is, though. And they asked Dave Roberts, well, what do you think?
All right, so we got 0-2 the count.
Against the Braves of all
Arcia at bat. Arcia has a 310 average on the season, 4 home runs, 13 RBIs.
Through this when he opened against the New York Mets in New York.
There's going to be a base hit. Right up between the second baseman and the first baseman, straight up out. So we got runners on first and second, and 2 outs.
Really, what's really troublesome for the Dodgers is the
currently leading
give up
4 to nothing.
17, 18 pitches, or even 20. But when you're at 29 and you only have 2 outs, and you're being relied on, hopefully you can go 5 innings. They're going to have to watch his health and his pitch count. All
right, so we got Michael Harris at bat.
Reigning Rookie of the Year, Michael Harris. And how deep are the Braves? He bats 9th for him.
Ball 1.
Part of that is the depth. Part of that is he has really struggled this year. He missed 3 weeks with a back issue. And since coming back, his OPS is 509, which is almost 400 points lower than it was as a rookie.
One and 1 the count. As you heard the announcer say, you know, he struggled. That's out to left field. Left fielder under it. He's going to retire. That's it. Heading to the top of the second. The Braves on the top. 4-0. They come back, we'll be seeing Max Muncy at bat, and we'll have J.D. Martinez on deck with David Peretta batting in the hole. That's when they return. So do we got any Los Angeles Dodgers fans out there in the chat world tonight? If so, speak up. Forever hold your peace. Oh, you know something? I see that I messed up. Well, I can't believe I didn't get that up there. All right, so so we need to definitely get that chat poll up, guys. My apology about that.
The MLB Ballpark app will complete your next visit to Dodger Stadium. Buy and manage game tickets, redeem offers, access exclusive
All right, there you
content,
guys.
and much more.
There we go.
The
We got the
MLB
chat poll
Ballpark
up now.
app today.
Apologies, I didn't realize I didn't have it up. I know it's a little late. Get your votes in, guys. Get your votes. This is a new series. So if the community votes every game right for who's going to win this series, then the first game of the following series there'll be some free gift things handed out to the chat.
Your case at home, but you realize you probably took it a little bit far. And then Dodgers had to play without him.
No strings attached. You don't even have to vote. You don't have to vote. You don't have to subscribe. You don't have to like. You don't have to do nothing. It's just, all I look at it is people are going to give a vote anyways. If they're right, then I reward the fact that they got it right. But we have to have it every game of the series. So let's hope. Let's see who we get this time for this one. The Braves jumped up on the lead. I realize it's a little one-sided now with that.
J.D. Martinez, but Morton is filling the strike zone. First inning, 8 strikes out of 11 pitches. And that's including going 2-0 to Mookie Betts.
You're somebody, Oral, that can speak to a long career and reinvention and finding a way to continue to produce at a high level. How do you do it? How do you go from having a 4.5 ERA last year, thinking you're done, to elite again? Let's fly to right center field. It is going to be Albies for the first out. Weird, huh? Weird flight.
That was weird to watch the Atlanta defense approach that pop-up. He tells you how strong the wind is up about the third deck. But there are, the aha moment, the light bulb comes on.
All right, guys, so next commercial we're going to show highlight of that Sean Murphy RBI single. And then we might do 2 of them. We might go ahead and show the
hitters around the
home run as well.
He invented himself mid-career, or reinvented himself mid-career, and found a lot of success.
One away for J.D. Martinez, who takes slow ball 1, because it's not just thinking.
Yeah, but LA's
this year. This is
I don't know. LA's leading their division, man.
Never very good, injured a lot of the time.
So I mean,
Martinez,
Murphy is a stud. You're right.
Deep drive to left center field.
Gone.
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 Gets the
Damn.
on the board with his second home run of the trip.
Come on, baby. Come on, pitching staff.
It's 4-1.
Damn. Dodgers are coming.
Martinez has not had a
Murphy.
home run off of Charlie Morton, but in his career,
Morton, I mean, sorry.
hitting over 300 with a few doubles. Morton gets his number every once in a while with some Ks, but wow, did JD get into this one? And you know what? I think it would have went farther.
All right, so we got Atlanta leading 4-1.
Crushed.
It's a strike on David Peralta. Extends Martinez's hit streak to 7 games. He's got 7 knocked in on this road trip. Fly down the left field line, foul. Just to finish off that thought on Charlie Morton. This is 7 years where he was a league average guy at best as he dealt with those injuries. And then in the 7 years since he turned 33 years old, he's been an all-star twice. He's won 2 World Series, and he's 4th in the majors in wins. It goes Garrett Cole, Max Scherzer, Clayton Kershaw, Charlie Morton.
And I remember him as a really big game pitcher. When you get to the playoffs,
There's ball two.
Fastball is your
Two
pitch.
to the count.
Well, in the playoffs with the adrenaline running through the whole lineup and the whole organization of the opposing team, you can throw it 100 and they can still catch up to it.
1 and 2 the count. My apologies.
And he can bend
That's
it.
going to be ball two.
That fights adrenaline very well.
No, I was right.
Change in speed
Their damn
to make
ticker
it
guy.
in the
Boy,
playoffs
he needs to be
really
fired.
effective.
3 and 2 the count. Full ball, baby.
Career postseason starts for Charlie. Strikes out Peralta.
That's a strikeout. I did not get my interactive strikeouts or the chop or some of the other things that I got scheduled and planned, but it's coming, guys. It's coming. The new website is I'm still designing and developing it. It should look good.
That is very
It
tough.
should look good.
It takes a special person to do that.
Strike on Vargas.
Some people
Actually,
do it to calm themselves
I
because
currently
they
have
need to be the same
our
guy.
current
If I
clan
get all
website
quiet
down,
and
where I'm
get
working
locked
on
and
that
have
as
my head
well.
down all day, it's going to be too tight.
Hellbound Soldiers is our
I don't
clan
think that
name.
kind of personality goes to you or that kind of makeup.
When the website
You
for
can
that
go
goes
to the
back
game
up
and
with
actually
all
be
new
tired
changes,
even
all
though you
new
felt like you were resting
content
the
and
whole time,
whatnot,
because your
you'll be
engine
able to
is going
find that at
crazy inside you even though you're sitting
planhbs.com.
Still.
Vargas
And
rips one down the left field line, hooking.
foul ball. Barely foul. Morton. Oof. He's struggling against these Dodgers in this inning, that's for sure.
Dodgers putting some good swings on Charlie Morton in this second inning. Home run from
And then,
Martinez. Close call there for Miguel Vargas.
You'll be able to find the website for the stream here, because as I've been telling you guys, matter of fact, I might as well throw up the link. Top right corner of the stream.
And on this 1-2 pitch, fouls it straight
Foul
down.
ball. I'll be transitioning over to the
Every
C
week
Sports
for the last
_
3
network.
weeks or so,
That C Sports Network
his
channel on
aggressiveness has
YouTube.
really
To go to it, it's
let the bat go. There's
www.youtube.com/@
more power coming out of his
C
legs,
Sports
creating
_
bat
network.
speed. That just
Is
tells me
how you can find that channel. Links up at the top
hand
right.
is feeling really good. He's got confidence in it.
When the
to
website's
generate
done
the
for
bat
that,
speed.
you'll be able to
He's
find
not
that at
afraid of
csportsnetwork.com.
a check swing like that. The strength in those hands are coming back.
It's not currently up, so
Letting it
but the
go.
domain is purchased.
Plays off here.
Everything,
Yeah,
and I've
both
been
aggressive
working
and
on
how hard
all
and aggressive he's
the new
swinging,
template
and
layout stuff,
when you look
everything,
at
you
how
know.
often he's swinging, especially early in the
Just
count.
one
He felt
guy.
that He'd gotten too passive after the well-documented inability to
As
swing.
far as I'm concerned, the C Sports Network here is not going anywhere other
It
than
happens with pitchers
we're gonna
too,
build,
because when you
you
have an
know,
arm injury or something to your
hopefully
hands,
broaden.
for some reason subconsciously your legs
I'm gonna
don't
do this
generate
for as
much
long
power.
as I
You don't have
can.
the confidence your arm can take it.
Yes, because I love
Pop
to.
up, see if the wind
great.
can play any tricks with this. Matt
Matt Olson
has
under the
spotted
ball,
and puts
caught.
it away
It's
down
out
the
number
side.
3.
Dodgers on the
So
board.
we're gonna head to the bottom of the second.
Scraping home run from J.D.
Let's see if the Braves can come in and repeat what they did to the Dodgers in the first.
It's 4-1, middle 2.
They are playing real good ball. So why it's doing that? Oh. That's not what I was supposed to do.
Kevin Stone back to work for the second inning. 4-1 Atlanta. If Dodger pitchers strike out
So
10
we
today,
are
everybody
back.
gets a free Jumbo Jack tomorrow with the purchase of a large drink at LA area restaurants. Top of the order after Atlanta batted around in the first inning. Ronald Acuna started it all with a 111-mile-per-hour bullet over James Outman in center and came in to score the first run. One ball, one strike.
Positives for Gavin Stone is he got some hitters to 2 strikes. 4 of them. The problem was all 4 of them reached base either by a hit or walk.
Ground ball to short. Miguel Rojas. And a much better start to the second inning.
They got Acuna, so Matt Olson coming to the bat.
And the other thing in getting the 2 strikes, he got a bunch of swing and miss. He had 5 swings and misses total in his first start in the majors. He had 6 in that first inning alone. One away, Matt Olson. A little high. And Stone, the other thing he has going for him here is he's not pitching for another opportunity. They've said he's going to get at least 3 or 4 starts here. Given the current state of the rotation, this is his spot for a little while. You've got to think there's something to that mentally where you don't feel like every pitch has to earn you a job.
There definitely is something to that. If somebody in the rotation is just missing a start because of a blister or they've got a slight ache that, you know, the organization thinks we're not going to put the guy on the IL, but we are going to skip him a turn and maybe have a couple side works to make sure he's okay before he comes back in the rotation, so you feel like you've got one and done. This is a little bit more of you're a Dodger. Now his changeup might work a little better now that the Braves have 4 runs, because a lot of times in the hitters' minds, the undisciplined hitters, it's like, I already got mine and now I can be aggressive the rest of my at bats. Changeup's pretty good when guys start swinging.
As I sit here talking with you guys, I am currently also
Stone to Olson with a 2-2.
working on the
Yeah, made another good
team
change.
stuff, so and maybe at some point during the game I'll show you what I'm
had a
doing.
little bit of depth right there. Olson
During the
trying to
commercial,
elevate it.
yeah, this next commercial we'll definitely get. I forgot to give us a replay, but we'll get that watched.
Another 2-2. Got him. Tight slide.
Matt Olson swings and a miss. That's strike 3, 2 outs.
So you might call it slider, and it's slider spin, slider grip, but it works like a cutter. His slider is not real big. You throw the bigger one to righties, hopefully to get the chase, and the little tighter, harder one to lefties to just trying to jam them.
2 up, 2 down in the second inning. Now Sean Murphy. And a fastball to the corner for a strike. Knocked in a run with a single his first time.
4-seamer right on the edge.
Off balance, sends a weak fly ball to left center field. And after the Braves bat around in the first inning, Gavin Stone retires him in order in the second.
That's 3, out number 3. All right, so let's get this up and ready, guys. So here we have Sean Murphy's single on a line drive to center field.
Seattle yesterday. Line drive, center. Outman will take it in front. And
That brought in Ronald Acuna Jr.
Braves have the lead.
There you have that one. Now let's get the second one here set up. Here we have Eddie Rosario's 3-run blast, baby. The one that I called for Mav and his mom just before he swung the ball.
Eddie Rosario.
Boom. Boom. Gone, baby. Gone. That one was for you, Mr. Mav. I know you're probably still not watching and you're not responding to my text, but that was for you and your mom, brother. I'm certainly happy to hear that she's getting better. All wonderful wishes sent to you guys. There we go, guys.
Located on the outdoor deck of the stadium,
And we're heading back to the game now.
The Stadium Club boxes provide a semi-private space with all-inclusive food, non-alcoholic beverages, and in-seat wait service. For Dodger, visit Dodgers.com/Stadium Club boxes for more information.
All right, Kirsten, James Outman to start the third inning for the Dodgers. They trail 4-1. James checks his swing, ball one. And apparently there's some confusion whether it's a strike or not. Or is James saying that he was hit? Because he was. And if it was a check swing, if he didn't go around, then he gets first base. Because so home plate umpire Alan Porter didn't have him getting hit. We got half of the equation, and that is he didn't swing.
It definitely hits him. The length of this conversation with Dave Roberts
barely taps him in the foot, but
probably called it.
I mean, it hits batters.
Well,
It hits
they asked on
batter,
the
right?
third, and they said no swing.
Oh, then what do we got?
Did Alan Porter take it upon himself to call a swing? And if so, why did the third base umpire signal no swing?
Unless he mistaken
Exactly,
Porter.
commentator. But why did the ump on the other night against Albies completely blow that call where he calls a strike when the ball was 6 to 8 inches out of the box? I mean, come on, because we need a better replay system.
Because that is a challenge, but Dave Robertson, they were on
Better
the phone.
challenge system, something.
Challenge never came.
Give these guys more time to
It was
look
as if
at
Alan
something
Porter gave
than
him
you're
some
doing.
kind of description like they could.
Yeah, yes, it's great.
Wow.
I love having these quicker games,
They're gonna
but
have a discussion between innings about
teams
that.
get screwed that way.
2-2 on Outman. Hit by pitch is a reviewable play.
Yeah.
Need to hold your umpires to a higher standard.
Down there in the
I mean,
Dodger
a lot
dugout.
of them make some
I would almost hit
pretty
him too.
awesome calls, you know, that like
See if he ends up
without
on
camera, you can't see if they're exactly right or wrong. That just shows you how good they are. K's to the chat, baby. Strikeout.
So
Woo!
follow him. I'll bet you there's going to be a little discussion with James about what happened up there too.
And it also could have been that Alan Porter didn't grant them the right to challenge because they didn't get it in time. You only get the 15 seconds from the moment you put up your hand as a manager. And they're supposed to draw a hard line and be very firm about that.
Well, the other way to get some length could be have your hitter call time, right? Would that get you the extra time, or you've got to get the request in that initial time? That was a tough one.
Miguel Rojas backspins a fly ball to center field that Michael Harris settles under for the second out. Back to the top of the order, and Mookie bats. Kirsten Watson is hearing that it sounds like Dodgers didn't get the challenge in time.
Okay.
So
Okay, so they're saying the Dodgers didn't get the challenge in time. See, I mean, that's what I'm talking about. Give these guys some time to look at things. I mean, that strikeout call was atrocious.
that's fly to right his first time. Right at a 9.
And it was in the ninth inning, when the Braves were desperately trying to make a comeback.
That rule that if your hitter wants more time for that, he can use his timeout. And then the rest of the at bat, no matter which way the challenge goes, the hitter doesn't have a timeout. Find another way to extend that a little bit. If there's a little bit of discrepancy.
Swing and a miss from Betts. 4 Ks for Charlie Morton. And after 2.5, 4-1.
4 Ks for Morton on the day. Beautiful. All right, guys. So I'm gonna go ahead and put this is gonna kind of be a general. I'm really trying to finish some things up, so in between the commercials I'll try and add some music or whatnot, and I'll still continue to talk, answer any questions you guys might have or whatnot. Hey Kobe, can't hear my radio today. Is sound not working, or sorry, Daniel, I didn't see you come in there. Can't hear the radio today. Okay, give me a second, I'll check on that.
Than the Braves have. Kevin Stone in his second major league start.
Okay, I just checked the sound through the stream. Everything should be working, bud.
Rosario and Albies coming up here in the third.
If it's still not, let me know.
2-0 on Riley. Walked his first time, scored on Rosario's homer.
All right, so we got Austin Riley at bat with a 253 average. 7 homers on the year.
2-1.
Big swing and a miss. 2-2 the count.
Stone in his first big league start in his third inning gave up 4 runs, but came back in the
Welcome
fourth
back there, Kenneth.
Quick inning. Did the same thing here against Atlanta. It's one of the things the Dodgers love.
3-1 the count.
Makeup. And the fact that you give up 4 in the first, and he doesn't let this outing spiral out of control and gives the Dodgers some length. That'll be a star next to his name.
Foul ball. We'll do it again. 3-2 the count. Full boat.
Number a couple times, but 3 points start over the last week across for jarring because they were among the leaders in the league in that category over much of the season prior.
Ball 4, baby. The Braves are on base again.
To a hamstring, you lose Dustin May to a foot.
Eddie Rosario. Eddie, the man, smacked a 3-run bomb in the first inning. Yes, in the first inning. Now up to bat. He is 1 for 1. 5 home runs on the season. Here it goes. That's going to be, a line drive to the second baseman. That's out. Double play.
Rojas takes it himself to second and an easy toss over to first base. 2 out. Two out, third inning, and here is Ozzie Albies, who, would you believe it, is the longest tenured Brave. Debuted when he was 20 in 2017. Yet Freddie Freeman go to the Dodgers. Dansby Swanson.
All right, so we got Ozzie Albies at bat.
The unquestioned leader, the tone
Albies is 0 for 1 on the day.
Acuna does.
Ball 1. 1-1 the count.
Tends to get lost in the shuffle. You know, Freeman and Swanson, the longtime guys. Acuna being a superstar.
Thank you, Kobe. I appreciate that, man.
But Ozzie Albies.
Hope you're having a wonderful Monday as well.
And was one of the guys
1-2 the count. That was a big
change
swing and miss by Albies there.
For a long time. Falls behind 1-2 on a nasty changeup. Stone comes back home and misses high with a heater.
2-2 the count. We're even.
You need your turnaround CEOs when your organization is going bad, and that would be the
That's right.
manager.
Let's go, baby. We're up 4-1.
That follow along, the employees that.
We need more insurance runs. Oh! Gonna drop it in. Oh, line drive to center. Right. It's a right fielder who catches it out number 3. So when they come back, we'll be in the 4th inning. And like I said, guys, just working on layout stuff, really trying to get ahead. All right, so we're back from rehearsal.
And they love him, but they prefer that he didn't do anything in this series well. And he.
All right, so we got Freddie Freeman
they really love him
at bat, and I'm going to go ahead and let the audio take care of all this.
Yeah, Charlie Morton striking him
and
out.
I will call the batters when the Braves.
Because coming into the game, Freddie Freeman is 8 for 15.
And it gives me a little extra time to get this done.
That means this at bat he is due.
Yeah. Up the middle and through, and he was due. He turns and heads for second. How many times is Freddie Freeman going to do just that? Turning a single into a double. His 27th extra base hit to lead the National League. Some of them are pounded, some of them are hustled into.
You know, this is right there out of the box. Good sharp turn, and he is being his own base coach. He's not looking at the first base coach. He's not looking over at third. He's checking the whole thing out. Understands the arms, the angles, and his speed.
So immediately in scoring position here in the 4th for Will Smith. Takes a strike, and we check in with Kirsten.
Well, Joe, you guys mentioned the standing ovation for Freddie in his first plate appearance. And earlier, he was asked if he thought the fans were going to do that for him. He said that he did not, but he did say that he wanted everyone to know that he's just so grateful for their continuous support. And so he made sure to sign some autographs while he was out here ahead of the game doing some field work with Dino, guys.
It started off a little bit quiet, the ovation, but then it started to snowball, and Freddie tipped his cap, and before long, everybody was cheering for him. Welcoming him back. Smith lofts the ball to right center field. Acuna going back. Leaping catch, Ronald Acuna.
Ronald Acuna with a leaping catch.
Freeman
Wow,
not
beautiful.
just a resurgence offensively, but he's running around healthy again on that.
Out number one.
The wind helped this one, and the wind actually helped to bring it back to Acuna as it was slicing out there. The wind is bending it as it loses the velocity a little bit closer, and you see he almost overruns it, has to change his angle at the end and catch it almost over his back, over his shoulder. That is really well done.
Brian Snitker said to play the game the way he wants to play the game, he's got to feel like he has his legs under him. And he does again, and it's been a long time. Tore his ACL July of 2021. He was having his best year at that point. And he returned last year, but the numbers were down really across the board. And it makes sense. I mean, he was less than a year removed from Tommy John surgery. And his game is such that he requires full capacity physically. He is a physical marvel. But when you're coming off a torn ACL, that's going to obviously be diminished.
But I'll tell you, he's playing some great ball this season. That's
He
for
grounds
sure.
it along
There's
first.
the chopper down first. Oh, they missed him at home.
Foot in there before the tag in a 4-2 game.
Let's get a quick replay. Come on, replay guy.
Step on first for the out.
Matt Olson damn near pulled the nice
If you're not
double
a great base
play.
runner like Freddie Freeman, it was a man on first still after the fly ball, great play and right. Maybe a guy tags up and gets the second, but there's no way you score from second.
I think he scored. I think he
Freddie
scored.
Freeman with a great secondary lead at third, a great break.
I think his foot got in there before Murph could
That is a Freddie
tag
Freeman
him.
earned run right there.
Great earned run. 4-2. 2 outs. Top of the fourth.
So they've chopped the deficit in half the last couple innings. Martinez got him on the board with a home run his first time up. So they get that run when you put it all together with essentially a hard ground ball up the middle that Freeman takes the extra base on, a productive out to get him to third, and another productive out with some aggressive, good base running to get him home.
And it's a momentum shifter. I mean, it gives everybody in the dugout. The Dodgers
No, Mav's
needed to
Mav's
get
not
a
responded,
runner
bud.
on third and 1 out in a game when you're already down by 3.
Martinez off the end of the bat has his second hit of the game. So this is the 9th game out of his 10 since coming back where he's had 1 hit at least, but it's his first one where he's had multiple hits.
Breaks his bat right here, but he'll take it and find some outfield grass with an lofted line drive over the infield, short of the outfield.
Dodgers are making a stand to make a comeback here. Got 1 run already, and they got a runner on first.
Pulls it down the line.
That's going to be a double. Oh, boy. This could be a score. Acuna just now getting the ball. Here he comes trying to score. They're going to score 4-3.
And a 4-3 game. Well, it's going to be interesting as that ball bounded down.
RBI double, RBI triple.
Or would it sneak by? And it just barely did. And it means the 3rd run for LA.
RBI triple, 2 outs, runner on third, 90 feet away from tying the game. Come on, Braves. Come on, baby. Matt Olson dove at it, missed it. He just wasn't quite ready for it. It was on the backside of him.
Waving a towel in the dugout, trying to get him some oxygen after those 270 feet coming around.
So they've got it down to 1. They've got a man at third with 2 gone for Vargas, and he took ball 1. So yet another 2-out run for the best 2-out team in baseball. 2-0.
2-0 the count. Not where they want to be.
Usually Charlie's rough outings are because of walks, but the Dodgers don't have a walk, but have gotten 3 runs. Ball 3.
3-1 count.
Maybe I gave the broadcaster jinx. Maybe Vargas gets a walk here and gets Outman up there.
That's good power to use when used this way. There's
Ball four. Runners on the corner. Morton, come on.
So that is the first walk, and they're at first and third.
Come on, Uncle Charlie.
A word from Morongo.
Rob Schneider, live, May 26th. Get your tickets now.
3 straight 2-out base runners for the Dodgers, and James Outman to the plate.
Or I'll check my phone again there.
4 in St. Louis, but it wasn't the offense's fault. They had leveled out the whole 13 runs and then 2 runs, 13 runs and 2 runs when they were 13 and 13. Now the Dodgers are starting to score like 5, 6, and 7 a game. They averaged almost 6 runs a game in St. Louis.
So James Outman to the plate here in an RBI chance, and the top of the Dodger order has been elite. They've been doing what you expect those guys to do. Bottom of the order, not nearly as good. James Outman can be the difference for that group. In the wins,
swing and a miss. 0-2 the count.
Hitting 373. In the losses, he's hitting 105. 17 of his 20 extra base hits have come in wins.
I bet you guys can notice a difference in the stream tonight too.
There's 2 disengagements.
Oh, it just I don't have the problems. It's when I'm running that damn Discord trying to do the joint stuff with Maverick that it just does not like me.
Ball and a strike on Outman. They get extra frisky over there with Vargas, try to draw the attention of Morton.
You just can't cover that hole as well with the no shifting allowed. And Charlie Morton, the Dodgers are 1 for 8 off.
I like the no shift rule, guys. I really do. What's your guys' thoughts? I mean, what's your opinion, Jeremy, Kobe, Kenneth?
Where if you run them and try the double steal, you might lose the hole, or you might.
Tracy.
2-1 pitch. Outman takes ball 3. Rojas on deck.
He might get something straight here to hit.
Dodgers down a run in the 4th. Outman takes a strike.
Still bending it in there, 3-1.
Punches one left side. Riley's there. That's the inning. But the Dodgers.
That's the end of the inning. So we're going to head to the bottom of the 4th. Guys, sorry about that. I'm taking a more relaxed kind of approach to tonight's stream. I know it's not like the normal. Just really trying to do a stream and a catch-up day together. So hopefully you guys bear with me. And I'd love to show you guys some of the artwork and stuff that I do. Maybe sometime I can start the stream up and I'll show you like me working with Photoshop, doing the theme skins and whatnot, building the interactive box, all the graphics that it takes a lot of work, guys. Lots and lots. I tell you, when you get yourself big enough that you can afford a staff, those are going to be the good days, because when you're like me and I'm getting up there where my health's not like the greatest, and I'm not 25 years younger like I was back in the old days. At one point I used to run administrator over 32 websites, you know, that I ran at one time, just by myself, and I mean interactive websites, all kinds of work, and held a full-time job on top. Can't do that anymore, man. I have a hard enough time doing one. But
Plans for Black Heritage Night at Dodger Stadium on June 14th and receive an exclusive.
alright, so here we come. We're coming back to the game.
For tickets, visit Dodgers.com/blackheritage.
All right, Kirsten, on to the bottom of the fourth in this game. Gavin Stone goes back to work.
All right, so we're going to have the bum up to bat, baby.
Leads off and pops the first one sky high.
Pop up. First baseman running to it. Not going to get to it. Off the dugout.
8 years together. I've heard you many times say you can give them up. You just can't give up.
For sure. I learned that when I moved from the National League to the American League, and you had to face the
same here, Kenneth, for sure. I like the new rule for the shifting.
Runs in the big league level, and it's going to feel like
it allows for more balls to really honestly get out there, you know, with the grounders. It just,
the worst thing you can do is be in the locker room after getting knocked out and know that,
you know,
after a big inning,
a lot of this game is about angles. Same way with football, same way with a lot of sports. It's about angles. Oh,
that got Will Smith on the backswing, flied to left field, and caught by Peralta.
Man, Ozuna.
Smith not happy.
Very sensitive about it because of the concussion protocol that Will had to go through from foul balls off the mask, and now the bat coming around there and got him.
Ozuna has a problem with that, guys. So, on his swing, the bat come around and cracked the catcher in the back of the head, or on the top of the head, and I mean it actually got him good.
And Marcel immediately turning back to make sure he's okay. But you said the word, Will, sensitive to this, as of course
Ozuna does that a lot. I mean, you know, he come up to tell the guy, "Hey, I'm sorry, but this catcher has legitimate beef with it. I mean, you can hear the crack of the bat.
There's not a lot of hold up.
The concussion protocols out there. This guy could have to sit because of it. I don't blame him. I mean, I've been saying it all season long about Ozuna with hitting catchers in the head. It's got to stop.
The Dodger bullpen was coming to the aid of their catcher there. All the relievers started to empty out of that bullpen. 3 meetings in the postseason in 5 years, these two organizations. Orlando Arcia takes high.
All one.
They only meet a couple times a year, but given the stakes when they meet, it's intense.
Mark your scorebook for the next time he comes to the plate, to pay particular attention when he leaves the on-deck circle to all the way through the at-bat.
I don't blame the guy, I'm telling you. Hey, what's up there, Mav? What's up?
Not really a generation of
retaliation. Bro, really you gotta see the beginning of my stream. I don't know if you could. I don't know.
Is some times when anger can.
I don't know if it can rewind or what for you.
Let me ask you this: do you think that Will
watch the first inning, bro? You gotta see
it. Or is his point right there? You can't have a backswing that long. I don't care how much time I have to think about it.
Yeah, go ahead, Kenneth. Ask him a question.
He'll take a breath. But I don't think he'd be afraid to still have a conversation.
And that would be the point.
Yes.
Check swing, no swing.
But now you hear boos like that was a little retaliation, and it wasn't. I mean, it's just not that
close. Hobo, baby. There, we got a blueprint. That's going to be a base hit. Right out to left field.
Up above 320 for a light-hitting shortstop.
Fastball up and in, changeup. Does exactly what he wants as far as the pitch and the location and change of speed, but the hitter does a better job.
Have you at home on your PC?
First hit for the Braves since Arcia's single in the first inning. 1-on-1 out. Here's Michael Harris. Fly to left his first time. This time last year, Michael Harris was.
Oh, okay. You're not home. All right. I was just wondering. I'll just say, if you were, I'd pop on Discord and I'd tell you, man, you got to see that first inning.
Form the Braves, one rookie of the year, because remember they were below 500 2 months into the year last year. They were 10 games out of first place. They came.
Oh, this series, it's evidently white tonight.
101 wins, winning the tiebreaker over the Mets by just one game.
I'm gonna have to pay attention to that. Do they change their uniform color? You know, like Friday night was City Connect. Saturday night we got the red uniforms. Or wait a minute.
1 and 2.
Sorry, I had that backwards. Friday night was red. Saturday night was City Connect.
That'll give you some confidence. Gavin Stone really got his pitch count under control after 34 in the first. He's averaged only 12 the next 2 innings.
Chopper to first. Trying to pick off a double. They got him. Double play.
Induced by Gavin Stone, and after 4, it's 4-3.
So we are heading to the top of the 5th. You might not be able to see it, but anyways, bro, that was for you and your mom. You'll understand when you see it. Couldn't have went any better. I mean, it was beautiful, dude. Not gonna spoil it. You'll see. Yeah, it's because I think of you. Think of what you're going through there with your mom and stuff, so. Listen to me get a little choked up. Yeah, see, I lost my mom and my dad both my early 30s, and I know what it's like. My mom's been gone. This is 10 years, or 11 years this year for my mom, and my dad passed in 13, so, or 14. So next year will be 10 years for him, 9 years for him this October. So I know what it's like, bro. I'm just certainly glad she's getting better for you.
Dodger Baseball on Sportsnet LA is brought to you by your Southern California Toyota dealers as we welcome you back here.
All right, we are back to the game.
In the first inning, but the Dodgers got one.
Again, guys. While I'm working on the graphic stuff here, I'll be letting the commentator take care of the away teams at bat.
9-1-2 coming up. Miguel Rojas had 2 hits yesterday in St. Louis, has a hit in 4 consecutive games. And a violation on Rojas. So no balls and 1 strike.
A violation of Rojas, huh? Wasn't ready for the pitch. Already start out 0-1. 1-1 the count. All right, I'll let them do their job.
"39-year-old from Connecticut comes home and a line drive base hit to left center. Rojas takes a wide turn and hangs on with a leadoff single. So a hit in 5 in a row, but Rojas is in some pain.
I think when he made the wide turn and then decided not to go and stop, he's saying he's okay, but he tweaked something at the end of this.
He's had the groin and the hamstring issue.
Little slip of the spikes there and then planting into that right leg.
On the injured list for a while, had a minor league rehab, but he said even when he came back didn't quite feel completely right. Wasn't in any kind of pain, just didn't quite feel right yet.
I'm not saying Miguel Rojas wouldn't have made a hard turn and busted out of the box, but I'm telling you, when Freddie Freeman does what he does, it sets a vibe and a tone that anybody getting a base hit to the outfield is going to bust it to first and make an aggressive turn.
going to stay in the game. Back to the top of the order, Mookie Betts. 0 for 2 today. Like a number of these guys, good numbers in his career against Charlie Morton. 324 with a home run coming in. Curve, strike one. Picking on him. Better and better, the bigger the stage. One of the best in baseball this year when you get to the highest clutch spot of runners in scoring position and 2 out. Highest clutch within an inning. Way outside, ball 2 on Betts.
We haven't seen the walk issue really creep up. Only the 1 walk so far from Charlie Morton. His history tells you that he's due a few more. Especially against a team like the Dodgers that doesn't venture out of the strike zone very often.
Second in homers, first in walks in the National League. Rojas at first, 3-1 to the plate. Betts takes ball 4. The first 2 have reached here in the 5th.
Ball 4, so not good. Come on, Morton's struggling here. Come on, coach.
Doubled and scored last inning, comes up.
No outs, runners on first and second. We have a 1-run lead, man. We don't need to be going down to them by 2 runs. We got Freeman up here.
The guy on the mound.
Yep, Freddie Freeman back to bat.
As Freddie does, 9 out of 17 with 2 home runs against Charlie Morton.
Down the foul baseline, down the first base.
Suddenly with where he finished last year.
Foul ball down the first baseline. There we go.
Batting title.
Oh, that's good. Up and talking today, huh? That's good.
530 average and 17 ABs. Some guys you got to kind of search and spin and.
That's good, man. See,
where it's
told you. Positive thoughts and
whether it's a ballpark,
good
pitcher or a pitch type.
Good heart healing vibes out there, man.
Down 1-2 here.
It's just wasn't her time.
Down the line. If it's fair, it's got a chance.
That's gone. Freddie Freeman with a 3-run blast out to right field. Can you believe it? Long-time Braves man Freddie Freeman with a 3-run blast to the right field. The Dodgers now take the lead 6-4 over the Atlanta Braves.
The ball was away from him, kind of had a pull swing and swung through it. This one's a breaking ball that stays elevated. And
congratulations, Freddie Freeman.
He takes the mistake, a pitch that he's probably looking for off of Morton, and deposited it right down the line.
Come on, boys, it's time to go to work.
Might need to watch it, and then he sees it's not hooking. It's going to be a homer.
Majestic.
Right there, Joe. Hanging right there in the middle. Boy, for a big guy, it's a simple swing. Already spread out. Bat ready to launch. Short to the ball, but powerful.
Way up there. It brings rain, and it brings the Dodgers
down to the chop house, man.
4-0 to a head 6-4. And it's got to just break.
Bounced around the chop. Well, wait a minute. That might not have been the chop house.
Make a right-hand turn to the third base dugout. Now Will Smith driving a line.
Will Smith drives it to Harris, who has it out number 1. What are you doing, driving?
So well this season.
Hope you ain't driving and typing.
Just fired 6 2/3 scoreless innings against the top scoring offense in baseball last week in Texas. Has given up 6 through 5 today and pours in a strike on Muncy.
Against the top scoring offense in the National League.
Yeah.
Swing and a miss. 1 and 2 the count.
Rare change up. Two and two.
As you get a little older, and at 39 years old, the caliber of your bullets can change within a year. And we see he's been throwing 97, but
gets Muncy.
Recovery time.
Got him.
Pitches between.
Strike 3.
Here comes those aches and pains.
Out number
It
2.
takes a little longer the older you get to get rid of them. So with the really good outing last time, probably a lot of adrenaline and aggressive pitches. You never know when you come back into the next one. Was 4 days rest? Well, he didn't get 4 days rest. He got 6 days rest. They've been kind of pushing people back to get him more rest, knowing that he needs more time to recover. The Dodgers have caught up to him.
JD Martinez can't lay off that first pitch fastball.
Strike 1.
Martinez 2 for 2. Started the scoring for LA with a solo shot in the second.
It's nice to see him have a multi-hit game.
First one since coming off of the injured list, missing the 2 weeks with a back issue. And this is 10th game back. On an 0-2 from Morton. He swats it foul.
Hi, bud. Talk to you after a while.
The 1-2.
Fly ball.
Towards the
Acuna getting under it. And foul ball.
What's up with the dog sound effect there?
I don't know. Fouled it off into the dog pound.
I'm being told they love the bulldog here. It's because they love you. Okay.
Yeah, they cheer for foul balls because of it.
Yeah, right. That foul ball reminds me. Oral Hershiser's here.
Right before Chipper Jones goes deep.
How about a 3 for 3?
That's a double, or excuse me, a single up the center.
You've been getting a hit.
So we have a runner on first, 2 outs.
His first real outburst here.
You get your 1 hit for 4, your 1 for 5, your 1 for 3 with a walk, and that kind of keeps your average and maintains you at a certain level. But the big nights, that's when you can really register some points.
7 hits total for the Dodgers. JD has 3 of them. David Peralta's got 1 of them, and it was a triple. Takes the first pitch outside. 48th career triple, by the way, for David Peralta. Top 10 among active players, playing all those years in the best triples park in baseball in Chase Field. Combined with better than you might assume speed, because he's a big guy that can hit for power, but he can really run. On this 2-1 from Morton, Peralta grounds it foul. 2-2. Action in the Braves bullpen. Joe Jimenez. That is a very heavily worked Braves bullpen. Really, both these staffs in similar places. Both these teams in similar places in the standings. When you look at the offensive production and when you look at the injuries in the pitching staff, that has helped lead to the bullpen having to work more than they'd like. You know, the one advantage the Braves have in this series is that they have 3 healthy pitchers, and they're all going to go in this series. Morton, Strider, Elder, whereas the Dodgers have 2 kids coming up, making either their first or second starts in the big leagues. But advantage Dodgers here in game 1. Line drive, snared it short by Arcia. We're halfway home in Atlanta. The Dodgers.
All right, so we're heading to the bottom of the 5th.
6-4, and it's Freddie Freeman breaking their hearts with a go-ahead 3-run shot. Stone has lived within 1 game here. 32 pitch first inning where he gave up 4.
Want to know the count?
Himself 3 outs away from
Acuna Jr. at the bat.
Big league win.
2-0 the count.
Earn those 3 outs though, that's for sure, because it's Acuna, Olsen, and Murphy at the top of the Braves lineup. Acuna lined to double his first time, grounded to short his second. Here's a 2-0 and ball 3. Four-pitch walk to Acuna. And so you've got the
Acuna has been walked the first.
Bases aboard with a 4-pitch walk to open the inning. Acuna's second in average. He's second in OPS. Leads the league in hits, in runs, and with his 18 stolen bases. Tying run at the plate, Matt Olson, 0 for 2. That's 5 straight balls from Stone to open the inning, and a visit from Will Smith.
You're looking for that special shutdown inning, and the first thing you need is strikes. You definitely don't want to throw a pitch that you throw in the 2-0 count and then shake your head and go, why didn't I throw that first pitch and have 0-1? So you start to get braver the deeper you get into these counts of 1-0, 2-0, 3-0, and you go, I got to go to the middle of the plate. Well, go near the middle of the plate early and get yourself in some pitchers counts.
Olsen, who's third in the league in home runs, 13 this year. On a 1-0 pitch. Ball 2.
2-0.
Olsen, his first year in Atlanta, 34 home runs, second in the league in doubles, had 44 of those. Takes ball 3. Evan Phillips warming. Maybe as early as you're ever going to see your highest leverage guy warming. Most pitches Stone has thrown in a game this year, by the way, 93 in his last start. Back-to-back 4-pitch walks.
Back-to-back 4-pitch walks. Wow.
And Acuna just took third.
Acuna just stole third.
And a young man on the mound who was upset about walking another guy, so he's just out there holding the ball. Max Muncy's got his back turned.
Wow!
Easy.
So the pitcher was kind of sulking that he threw back-to-back, walked back-to-back guys. So he's just standing there smoking, and Acuna just steals the base. Yeah, baby! Yeah!
It went south here in the 5th.
Woo!
Faced the minimum second through the 4th.
Oh, we got a pitcher change. Shut the lights off, boys.
And coming on for the 3-hitter, Sean Murphy.
Walk of shame, baby. Oh, that was awesome. That was awesome. Oh, that was great. That was so great. As I said again, I'm still sitting here currently just working on this graphic stuff here.
Now for Gavin Stone, after really cruising along second, third, and fourth inning, back-to-back 4-pitch walks to open this 5th, and Dave Roberts not going to wait around.
Who's in, who's out? Evan Phillips is in. Gavin Stone is out, and Phillips coming in early, but because of the heart of the order and because they're ahead.
Yeah, because first and third in a 2-run game, strike one on Sean Murphy. Yeah, you may look at it and see, wait a minute, this is your guy, right? This is the closest thing you have to a closer. What is he doing in the game in the 5th inning? What are the chances you're going to have a spot higher leverage than this. Tying run on base.
Fifth inning.
At the plate. Punch foul, strike 2. And to answer that question, not good.
Well, this offense continues to score, and it's another 5+ run game on this road trip, but it might not be enough unless Evan Phillips really does a number here.
Murphy's a hard guy to strike out, but he's got him down 0-2. A ground ball to short.
Ground ball to short. Double play. Murphy beats it out. So we're still good.
His hustle, but the Dodgers fall asleep. That scores them their 5th run.
Yeah, we seem to go.
Atlanta scored with Acuna coming in off the third.
Another outstanding play.
So we're still in it. 6-5, baby. Come on.
To third to Muncy, which they did in St. Louis. But now he's got to continue to make another outstanding play by turning and making that throw. Outstanding attempt to get 2. Good right here with the glove work to prevent that from being a single. Vargas does everything he can to get it to Freddie. Still no double play, but you know what? That was a positive thing for the Dodgers because of that man right there.
Also really good to see him move like that after he wasn't sure about his leg on his base hit last inning. Austin Riley, 2 walks against Stone. 2 strikes against Phillips.
0-2 the count. 1 out. We have a runner on first.
Evan Phillips pitching against the team that drafted him originally. 2015 at a UNC Wilmington.
Oh, 1.
Drafted in 15, debuted for the Braves in 2018, just with a handful of games before he went to Baltimore. Fires 1-2, and Riley yanks a base.
Riley gonna put it out to left field. That's gonna be a double. Come on, baby. Run. Come on, baby. Here comes the home.
Back in safely.
Sit back safe. Woo.
Double from Riley. Second and third.
Riley stuck at third. He attempted to go but came back, so.
This ball is ripped. He goes down and gets 95 with a little bit of sink, and this gets into the corner, and now it's off to the races. Murphy rounding.
Murphy with a
Washington did a great job.
Murphy with a double there.
At the exact right moment. If he takes one more step towards home, he's out on his way back with Freddie Freeman's free with that feed.
Tyner at third. Go ahead. Run.
And Rosario, baby, come on!
What a
Oh, they just hit him.
by Will Smith.
Did they hit him? Just about hit him. Okay. Oof.
One. Well, I know the hope is that Gavin Stone shows up and goes 6-7 scoreless innings in a perfect world, but this is hard to beat in May. These two teams playing a game like this. 1-2.
Foul ball. Oh.
As good of an atmosphere as you're going to find on a Monday night in May in baseball.
Everybody chanting, Eddie!
Line drive.
That's going to be a line drive up the middle, caught! But it's going to bring...
Headed home, and he won't score.
Oh, they held him at 3. He didn't go!
Easily if that's down. There's no reason for him to take off like that.
No, he came not halfway, but about a third of the way. And the read is really to be about
Oh!
a step and a half to 2 steps away from the bag.
Damn it!
So if the center fielder catches it on one,
Damn, was that Murphy? I
still get
think there's
home.
Murphy that
He's
messed
only
up.
80 feet away, but he's about 60
Yeah, he would have been
feet
easily
away
been in for
from
the
home,
score, and
he's got to go back too far and can't tag.
What a catch and a break for the Dodgers. Albies to the plate with 2 gone, takes high.
If you're a step and a half, 2 steps away from the bag, you're close enough to go back and tag and get home because he's diving for that ball. It was poor base running at third.
Yeah, you score pretty easily if you tag up appropriately there. 2-0 on Albies.
And if you want, you can be a full tag up. Ball in the air. I'm just going to full tag up right here, especially with the fact where the outs are. And look at him. He's like, oh, that's falling in. And that gesture right there, the last 3 steps of him saying, reading it as it's falling in, it wasn't.
Albies to second. Backhand Vargas.
Albies to second. That's an out.
Throws him out.
Damn!
Phillips limits the damage to just 1. Dodgers still in front after 5 and a heck of a ball game.
It is a good ball game. This has been really good.
times. Good game. 6-5 Dodgers to the 6th. Joe Jimenez, who the Braves acquired from Detroit this offseason. On to face Miguel Vargas.
All right, Joe
the Dodger lineup.
Jimenez or Jimenez.
Yeah, and he misses upstairs with the fastball, 1-0. It's Braves bullpen that's been pretty good overall, though as they've been used so much lately, not as good. A lot of strikeouts, not very many walks.
Two-pitch guy, fastball slider, about a 12-mile-an-hour differential.
Former All-Star in Detroit. It was a while ago, though. It was 2018. And scuffle in the last few. 2-2 on Vargas. Vargas walked his last time. He's reached base in 8 of his last 9, hitting close to 300 in that time. Leading off this 6th, and leaving the fastball up high. Altman and Rojas to follow. Perfect pitch, one away.
All right, so we got one down.
I feel like it with the top 2 offenses in the National League playing each other right here, that the Dodgers are going to need some more runs.
Outman 0 for 2 at the plate, but saved the run with a diving play in center field last inning. And Sean Murphy was the runner at third that played into that equation. It's a pop up. Foul ground, third base side. Murphy to the on deck circle and into the first.
Can't be
row.
caught.
James put a big focus on his defense this offseason. He said, I know that your bat can get you to the big leagues, but I know that your glove can keep you there.
Well, he had an eventful first inning tonight with Acuna's ball going over his head. Then the next hit in front of him off the end of the bat, a tough read on another line drive, and but then made up for with that line drive catch.
Another pop up into that wind, and the wind guides it into souvenir land.
Not an easy night to play defense. We saw the Braves on a pop up that looked like it was going to end up in center field, ended up being caught at second base.
Not an easy night to catch pop-ups either. Or, you know, as a fan, souvenirs out there.
Yeah.
Eesh. 2-2 or 0-2 is high, and it's 1-2.
1-2 the count.
Maybe you're predicting a future count.
Let's see.
This is going to be a ball.
Let's see.
Still could be.
Still could be.
Yeah. Suspense is killing me.
Jimenez throws again, and there we go. I was just way ahead of you. 2-2.
Are you part of the Matrix?
Nope. I just misspoke. Outman sends this one in the air down the line. Albies and Olsen out there. Olsen seems to have it located. He does. 2 gone in the 6th. AJ Minter. Luckily for Freddie Freeman, if this were to get there, it's Rojas out of the 9 spot. Bats after him. Then it'd be Freeman. Rojas singled and scored. His single started last inning, which had Freeman's home run swing in it. High and away, or high and in, ball 1. For Rojas, a hit in 5 games in a row. Tremendous defense and a little more offense coming on this trip. Rifles one down the line to left. That is a fair ball. And he's got back.
Fair ball. Here he comes.
This is a 2-out double for Rojas.
Come on, Braves. We got to get out of this inning. Come on.
A little out in front, but not that far out in front. That releasing the top hand and extending the bat through the hitting area. That's a good piece of hitting.
Oh, he said that Jimenez would probably get to face Betts, but it looks like they're going to go to Minter for Mookie Betts instead of waiting for the lefty-lefty with Freddie Freeman. It's 6-5 Dodgers. They've got a man in scoring position, and Mookie Betts coming to the plate. AJ Minter coming into the game.
Minter heading in. So the Braves are electing to change pitchers.
Head to Dodger Stadium on May 30th for Julio Urias City Connect Jersey Night presented by Yamava Resort and Casino at San Manuel. For more information, visit Dodgers.com/promotions.
On a bit of an oddity, A.J. Minter has been better against right-handed hitters this year. Throughout his career, really tough on lefties, but harder on righties this season. So he comes on for Mookie Betts. He's got strike one. This is a guy who last year had an ERA around 2. Not the case so far this season.
One of the top workhorses still in the big leagues, in the top 10 as far as appearances. They keep running him out there trying to get him right back to where he had 34 holes
1-1 the count
with that ERA just barely above 2. Third lowest ERA for guys that had 70 games or more.
The 1-1 from A.J. Minter to Mookie Betts is popped off the hands down the line. Acuna is out of room, and it's strike 2. And Mookie extended his on-base streak to 10 games with a walk in front of the Freeman home run last inning. The 1-2. Do it again. Mookie Betts will wait on this 1-2 as Minter takes a look at Rojas. Here it comes. Betts pulls the line drive, base hit to left.
Base hit, so they're going to go up more.
Rosario, not in time.
Not in time.
Burst for the Dodgers as Betts drives home Rojas. And they
we're just messing up bad.
Mookie fights off a couple pitches and fouls him down the right field line, and then he finds this one to the left field side. Miguel Rojas has given those legs a workout tonight. Made a wide turn earlier in the game that we worried about his legs. Made a great play at short where we knew they're healthy, and now scores on that Betts 2-out hit.
They look totally comfy. So the Dodgers have scored 7 of the last 8 runs in this game, and it gives Freddie Freeman another chance. Already a banner night for Freeman. Best game he's had against Atlanta since trading places. He's 2 for 3, doubled and scored in the 4th, and launched a go-ahead 3-run home run last inning. In front of a sellout crowd. On this 1-0 pitch, Freeman takes a strike, 1-1. One and two. Inside the box score brought to you by your Lexus dealers. Looking in a little more detail tonight, Freddie Freeman said.
A complete hitter with power. There's nothing he can't do in the batter's box. Prepared, disciplined, consistent with his approach and his production.
Another 1-2 from Minter. Freeman watches him miss. 2-2. Game.
All right.
2-2.
I'll see you later.
We see those foul balls a lot when it's left on left situation with Freddie, where he's late on the fastball but on time for the off-speed stuff. He gets to a point because of those foul balls where he has a chance to get a mistake.
Down on a fastball here. Dodgers get another on a 2-out base hit from Mookie Betts.
All right, so we are heading. Where are we at here? I know it. Yeah, unfortunately, Kenneth, that maybe if there's some songs that we really like, I'll look into the licensing of those. If you mean good old boys like the Dukes of Hazzard, just a good old boy, if that's what you meant, I can look into the licensing and whatnot for that.
On the next episode of Backstage Dodgers, presented by Cadillac, Freddie Freeman and Jason Hayward share entertaining stories about their time coming up together in the Braves organization and discuss reuniting as teammates on the Dodgers. Don't miss Backstage Dodgers. This episode is premiering June 2nd.
Already talking about June, huh?
Yeah.
Caleb Ferguson checks into the game for the Dodgers after Evan Phillips gets out of that fifth with minimal damage. Ferguson to face the bottom part of the order. No earned runs in his last 16 games.
This game is very important to the Dodgers. When you start using your top end pieces out of the bullpen with a lead, you really need, as we watch this talking, maybe hopefully, well, it's escalating. Order getting between them.
Zuniga and the catcher having words. Zuniga, you were wrong, man. You cracked that guy, dude.
And it's gonna work.
We
still have a ways to go. So you're going for the win because you're 3 losses out of
his last at bat. He swung the bat, and I mean it cracked the catcher on top of the head. And the way the concussion protocols go to where the team, the teams have to do this. There are unions for that shit, and teams could be sued and whatnot for that crap. They got to do. I mean, I realize something about his swing. He's got to do. He shouldn't be hitting batters or the catchers. And I have seen
personal at bat. Right,
well, like 24 times or more I've seen him do it and hit him. There you go, Bum. Base hit, baby. Tie and run now at the plate.
See if on this hit the backswing is more abbreviated. It is the same.
That's just his swing. It's how he's been swinging for a decade.
Will was definitely farther back.
Bottom of the order getting it done for the Braves tonight. Ozuna's been on twice. Here's Arcia, who's 2 for 2. And takes strike 1 from Ferguson. Orlando Arcia was a surprise to win the job, to win the shortstop job after Dansby Swanson went to the Cubs. Wins the job and then misses a month with a broken wrist. Comes back and just keeps on hitting. Here he cracks a roller to short. They go to second.
Oh, they're going to pick up the double.
Double play, and they do.
Damn.
Third double play turn by the Dodgers in 6 innings tonight.
Have a game, Miguel Rojas.
2 outs.
And over to the other.
Damn.
Vargas. You got to have a partner to turn to, but this is another play to his right where it's exceptional.
Dodgers are showing why they're first in their division.
Off his right leg, a great release and feed, and Ferguson cheers it on.
Oh, sweet. It looked like Rojas was on skates going over there to get that. Empty for Harris in ball one. Here's where Ferguson's been extra good. Left-handed hitters 4 for 30. On a strike.
Come on, Harris.
That's a new season high for the Dodgers. There's 3 double plays induced.
Or excuse me, sorry, that's Arcia.
One and two. Got a chase. Caleb
That's
Ferguson
it.
faces
3
the
outs.
minimum in the 6th inning. 7-5.
Heading to the top of the 7th.
Atlanta. For the Dodgers against Spencer Strider for the Braves. Tony Gonsolin, Bryce Elder on Wednesday, and then they head off to St. Pete to take on the Rays. 3, 4, and 5 against A.J. Minter here in the 7th.
Here comes Minter pitching.
Trying to jump out to a 1-0 series lead tonight. Trailed this game 4-0 after 1. They lead 7-5. 2-0 on Smith.
Going to be some work to finish this off with that 7 on the board for the Dodgers, but when they have scored 7 or more runs this year, they are 15-2. But this one still could be a squeaker.
Three and one.
Hey, welcome in the stream. Appreciate you guys stopping by. Hey, if you don't mind, let me ask you if you could slap that thumbs up and hit that subscribe button if you haven't already done so. I surely would appreciate it.
Ground ball to third, scooped up by Riley. And Smith is the first out of the 7th.
Out number 1. It's definitely what they need.
It's been a fun game. It didn't start out fun, but it's been a fun game. We're probably going to see 3 more pitchers from the Dodgers because they don't have an off day until Thursday, and they're not going to want to burn anybody up in this game where they go more than 1, I would think.
upstairs on Muncy, who's over 3. Victor Yancy Almonte getting ready for the 7th. You've also got Victor Gonzalez, Shelby Miller, Bruce Stark-Grant are all available. Muncy rips one through the right side. Base hit, his first of the night. And the 10th for LA.
The score stays the same. It'll be matchup bullpen time by the portion of the order coming up. If the lead gets extended because of great hits like this by Max Muncy, you might be able to make some liberal changes with the pitchers and the workload and who you decide to have them face.
JD Martinez tries to continue what's been a perfect night. Home run and 2 singles. Looking for his second 4-hit game as a Dodger. Had one in April. Chris Taylor's on deck. It's David Peralta's spot in the order, but with the left-hander Minter on the mound now. That'll be Taylor. Minter to Martinez. Chop foul.
You can expose your hand to putting Chris Taylor in the on-deck circle instead of Peralta because there's nobody up in the Brave bullpen. If there had been a righty up in the Brave bullpen for some reason, you might not have him in the on-deck circle. You just leave Peralta there. Remember, they are not in the game until the manager points them in, so you can get ready in the on-deck circle and still wait before you're put in the game. You can get pulled back from there and send up Peralta. You can get pulled back from there and send up another batter.
Another 0-2 pitch taken low. And Kirby Yates starts to warm. Runner takes off. Throw from Murphy in time to get Max Muncy.
Got it! Beautiful! All right.
Max with the jump and fastball.
Nice throw, Murph. Nice.
Because that backhand and then a very
there you go. There you go. That's right. Beautiful.
The running game becoming a bigger part of baseball. Murphy, excellent thrower. So the base is wiped clear. And a 2-2 to Martinez. Rifled to right center field. That
center field, that's gone.
Gone. And the second home run of the game is part of a 4-for-4 night for J.D. Martinez.
J.D. Martinez 4-for-4 with 2 home runs. Boy, he's putting it to the Braves pitching staff tonight.
Big caught stealing.
Braves now lead 8-5.
On their 3rd of the game.
It's away, and he doesn't try to do anything extra with it. He hits it where it's pitched. That is his power stroke to right center. The power a little depleted last year, but he has found something here in a Dodger uniform and has really been hitting the ball hard. A resurgent power.
Martinez a year ago, 16 over a full season. It was the fewest he had in a decade. And he had 14 until the last day of the season last year when he hit 2. And he's already got 8 here in mid-May. As do the Dodgers on the scoreboard tonight. 8-5 as Chris Taylor pinch hits for David Peralta. It is the second multi-home run game for J.D. Martinez in a Dodger uniform. Both of his 4-hit games have had 2 homers. Taylor had a big hit over the weekend. The Dodgers' lone win in that series in St. Louis. And he loops this one down the left field line. Foul.
Foul ball.
He's gone into a slide. 3 for his last 27. The 1-2 from Minter.
Come on, Minter. Damn.
Dodgers get hits from a lefty and a righty off of Minter. You had mentioned that he's doing better this year against right-handers. Well, Martinez took him deep.
Taylor swings and misses at that middle pitch. And that ends the inning, but the Dodgers.
Strike 3. Damage been done, though. The Braves now down 5-8.
And at the 7th inning stretch, the Dodgers lead at 8-5.
Heading to the bottom of the 7th. Let's go ahead and get the music playing again. Appreciate everybody that stopped by and hung out with me tonight. You know, stream has been all super active as it usually is, but you guys gotta understand I'm on a however many day stretch, so I'm getting behind on graphical stuff for future streams and just decided, you know, hey, I'll commentate, use audio, plus commentate, and work on catching things up.
To J.D. Martinez, who's gone 4
So what you've been seeing me work on here, guys, and I can show you now, is
That one right there. Backspin.
the Braves play with 5 different uniforms this season.
Really locked in.
And my themes will be around, not around, like the theme being used will coincide with the uniform they're wearing. Like tonight, we got the white uniform, so hence the white layout.
Checking into the game in left field is going to be NC Almonte against the top of the Braves lineup.
I'll just go through them
Almonte
here.
had a scoreless inning against St. Louis on Saturday. Prior to that, he had given up 7 runs over 2 outings.
When they had their dark uniform day,
That's a good sign, because he's been throwing his slider, but
this is what our theme will look
out of
like.
his hand. A pull into the left-hand batter's
And
box.
of course, you
A
know,
strike that
the
kind of is flat. And
Here,
then the good one
we'll
that
get the full
actually is
effect.
sharp
Give me a
and in the
second
strike
here.
zone. And it really is the defining moment of how the outing is going to go, of how the release of that slider is. Because when he starts pulling in the left-hand batter's box, he kind of starts spinning it just to get it a strike.
so
Acuna gets under this one and mad at himself. Thought that he had one to punish. Instead, pops it to Rojas.
If you hear that on a big league field where a hitter yells like that, if it's a bad hitter, you say, you're not good enough to yell. But if it's him, he's good enough to yell.
If he yells, you say, oh, I must have gotten away with
all right.
one.
So
He did miss it.
now the other
But
look for it would be, you know, adding
You're
in
not good enough to yell.
same coloring for around the.
One gone in the 7th, and Matt Olson.
And that's so now that you kind of see that,
Fastball.
I'm not going to show the replay box again with the other edits. But close it up, add up everything on. Looks good. Great looking, I think. Turn the lineup back on. So, I now have one for every color. So let's say this was the dark uniform. Let's say it's City Connect night. Oops. Sorry about that. Forgot to go to studio mode. It's reloading up. Apologies about that. So there we have the City Connect strikeout for Olsen. Then moving on to the next one here for you guys. This is when they have their gray uniforms. And that's what I was saying in the beginning of the stream. And if anybody out there knows, is there a list of what color uniform they will wear in what game? If there is, please send me a link, something. Get that info to me, because I would love to be able to set my streams up around what uniform and game they're going to be playing. Well, now I messed something up. Oh, I see what I did. Yeah, I see what I did. Sorry about that. It should have been this one. So there's their light gray. And of course, last but not least, they're red. And I know I'm not putting the right one on, but that's right. Back to tonight's, which tonight is the white. So there you have it. And I don't know why the sound went off. Sorry about that. Yeah, our stream's about done anyways. We're heading to the bottom of the 7th, it looks like. Or no, top of the 8th. Top of the 8th when they come back. And there we have it back. We'll give a look at the setup like it should be. So that's what I was doing. Like I said, once I get a lot of this stuff made, since I started last October with last year's going into
Atlanta
the
led this
playoffs
game
with
4-0
streaming
after
for
one inning.
baseball.
It's now 8-5 Dodgers.
I got
hope
this
that you're
season
enjoying this
where,
one at home as much as we
because
are here.
when
You're
I,
forward to this series,
right
Dodgers
after
and Braves,
baseball,
two
I didn't get to
successful
just work on
franchises
baseball.
in recent years.
I went right into the
Two teams in league
NFL
so far, and this
where I
game
had
has
to
been
make
fitting of those
continually
things.
every
Been in the
game,
stadium
every
in
week.
person, and this is great. And the fans are into it. It feels kind of like a playoff
I
game,
got
back and
a
forth.
huge
Dodgers
chunk
give up 4
of the
runs,
NFL,
4 hits in
all
the
the
first
content
inning.
that
They've
I'll
only
be
given up
using
1 run and
that'll
3
be coming
hits the
back
rest of the
this
way.
next
So they've
season.
settled in, and the offense
A lot of
has
that
come on top.
content,
His first time here?
I have a
Yep.
lot of it.
Wow.
Yep.
What do you think of it?
I think it's gorgeous. I love the view. It's really got a great feel to it. I love how they take the stands.
So we got Kirby Yates
keep them close to the
coming
field,
in to pitch for
not
the
go
Braves.
wide as it goes out.
Kirby Yates on the pitch. That's a strike on Rojas.
He started out. Start out with a strike.
2017. It's a sellout tonight. Just over 40,000. Yeah, the highest percentage of seats close to the field of any park in the majors. Just with how steep the entire thing is. We are roughly 3 miles straight up from home plate.
Is that why I have a nosebleed?
Yeah.
It's not as high as Washington.
Yeah, Washington and Pittsburgh are 1 and 2, right?
Mm-hmm.
Foul ball, 1 and 2.
Paying there for fouling that ball off.
That's when they should do the barking.
Yeah, right. Here we are. Here we are. Hello.
Hola. Yeah, the barking sound that they made with the foul ball into the stands, that's when an opposing player fouls a ball off their foot. That's when they should be barking.
Dodgers 8, Braves 5. Miguel Vargas leading off this 8th inning. First of 3 between these teams, who won't meet again until Labor Day weekend. Fastball comes back to get him.
Strike 3. K's to the chat.
Really hard pitch to swing at. You got to anticipate that something in the left-hand batter's box is going to come back and hit the corner.
Yates, a guy who led the majors in saves in 2019 with the San Diego Padres, had 41 saves in 2019. He had 15 appearances the last 3 years since.
Pardon me.
Elbow issue and then Tommy John surgery. So almost 2 years missed with that. And his first fully healthy season in 4 years here with Atlanta. It's 2-0 on James Outman. Ball 3. Yates is out of Hawaii.
3-0 the count.
School.
Come on, Yates.
Man.
Tough upbringing. Probably surfs.
36-year-old fires and a 4-pitch walk to Outman.
Ball
That's the
4.
average
That's a
of the
walk.
Chickens. The Garden Island.
You'd fit in perfect there.
Chickens and gardens?
Yeah, because you like broccoli and chicken. You eat it
That's
almost
true.
every day.
That's true. I don't want to eat the natives, though. Runner at first, 1 gone. Rojas, 2 hits today. And some excellent defense. Visit here from Murphy. You know, both these teams all say coming into the game and into the series that it's just another game, it's just another series, and it doesn't mean anything more. The crowd would tell you something different. I'm sure sitting at home, you'd feel something different. I think we feel something different calling the games. Is it all lip service from the players in the dugouts, or is that really how it has to be? It has to be just any other game.
You know, I think publicly a lot of times teams will say it's just another game, but you feel the vibe on the field and in the bench. You know where this could head and where it has been in the past. Now, where it becomes just another game is when you leave town. There's a lot of baseball season, so you're always looking for some stimulus in a series, in a game. in a moment in a game, you're always looking for something to find the edge. And Dave's always looking for those buttons to get the guys to the next level of emotion other than, oh, it's just another day. It's a fine line between going through the routines of a daily life in the big leagues and letting your team do that, and then also creating enough energy every day that this day is important.
Threading that needle.
Yep.
Rojas swats it to right. Acuna's there.
Acuna almost lost that one in the lights. That's why you saw him here in a night game put his glove up right away as soon as that was hit. He wanted to make sure that he was going to keep the lights out of his eyes. If it's the right height and it's coming right at you, it can be dangerous.
Back to the top in bats. 0 for his first 2, but then a walk and an RBI single, extending his on-base streak to 10 games. Caught the corner.
The risk reward with Mookie up there and 1 strike for Outman to run it's a good equation to run. You don't mind Mookie leading off the 9th.
It's pitch out. It's a unicorn.
Somebody else smelled it, and that's the first one we've seen of those all year, at least in my games. Have you had any when I haven't been here?
Maybe one.
Maybe
Not
one?
many.
Yeah.
Out in front, 1 and 2.
They want to really help the running game. They could make a pitch out of disengagement.
Good lead over there for James Outman. He had a good secondary, didn't run. Betts lifted a fly ball to right center field that Acuna will track down and finish off this inning. That was only the 13th pitch out in baseball this year.
So when they come back, we will be in the bottom of the 7th. Or, wait a minute. Maybe we're in the 8th. We'll be in the bottom of the 8th. We'll have Austin Riley at bat, Eddie Rosario on deck, and Albies in the hole batting.
When we finish up here in Atlanta, tune in for Access Sportsnet Dodgers. John and Jerry and Nomar breaking down the first game of this 3-game series between the Dodgers and the Braves. Dodgers have scored 8 of the last 9 runs. Phil Bickford going to handle the bottom of the 8th. Riley, Rosario, and Albies coming up. And strike one, a fastball with good life.
Every strike, every out, you start to feel more comfortable with this lead.
All right, come on, baby. We need 3 runs, Riley.
That way at home.
Let's get a start.
On that mound.
Oh, that was your pitch.
There's always pressure.
Phil handled that pressure beautifully a week ago tonight in that extra innings game against Minnesota, going 3 innings, throwing a career high 48 pitches. And then he gave up 3 runs in the first game of the road trip, but got back in the saddle yesterday. A perfect inning of work. Back to back for him. Everybody's game, though, given the state of the staff right now.
3-2 the count, full boat.
2 on Riley.
Oh, 2 what?
Brustar Gratterall. Of course, with the 3-batter minimum, Bickford's going to have to face at least Rosario.
It says 1 and 2, but now it says 2 and 2.
Got him with a fastball.
Got him swinging.
Bickford strikes out the All-Star Riley.
Well, Phil will keep Brustar just playing catch, but I'm sure he is up just in case this inning starts to get away from Phil. But right now, he's locked in.
This big time hero. You got Yency Almonte and Phil Bickford, guys who have track records of success, haven't had that success consistently this year. 4 up and 4 down against one of the top offenses in baseball. And strike 1 on Rosario.
And you've spent Evan Phillips already. And so this is one of those scenarios where Dave Roberts, when he makes the choice, they're going to make him look really smart if they do their job. And all a manager can do is put guys out there in the right situation and when it's necessary. And he did that tonight with Evan Phillips. He's done that with Almonte. He's now doing it with Bickford. Gavin Stone did a nice job recovering from that first inning to get to these relievers.
Gave up 4 runs in the first if you happen to tune in late, and then faced the minimum over 3 innings before issuing back-to-back walks to open the 5th to end his night. Phillips limited the damage to 1 in that inning. 3-1 on Rosario, who had the big swing in that 4-run first, a 3-run home run.
Youngsters can melt down and spiral out of control, not because they're not mature, they just haven't faced these situations, and all of a sudden you can revert back to avoiding the strike zone and not trusting your stuff.
Muscled into right, base hit Rosario, second of the game.
Rosario with a base hit.
Gavin Stone climbed right back in. His next 2 innings after that 4-run first, he was only averaging 12 pitches after taking 34 to get through the first. Just a jam shot. This is going to happen. You shouldn't lose any confidence in your pitches or what you're doing. Wasn't hit that well, but the hitter's got to win sometimes.
Ozzie Albies now 0 for 3 tonight. 1 for his last 12. Look out down in his own dugout there. But he's okay. Got a couple catchers right there, Darno and Murphy. Not getting it by us. Now that everybody's okay, everybody knows that, some smiles. Well, Bickford exactly what he needs to be when facing Ozzie Albies. Albies the top hitter in baseball against left-handed pitching. He's a switch hitter that hits .448 against lefties, but just .165 against righties like Bickford. It's 0-2. It's foul. Graphic proof. Read it and weep. Another 0-2 from Bickford. Another foul. Ouch. Ozzie Albies missed a lot of last year with a broken foot. And so Braves fans, anytime you see something like that, hold their breath.
Off the back foot. You don't see that as often. It's usually the front foot where he's got the padding.
Last year, he broke that foot, missed a lot of the year, comes back, but the next day breaks his pinky and misses the rest of the year. So overall, he's been a little better than league average this year. The fact that they've had him has been significant. Former All-Star, former National League hit champ, who's hit 30 home runs in a season before. Another 0-2 from Bickford. It's a very high fastball.
Well, Phil's already got him to swing through one high fastball. I figure with the 0-2 count, he'd go back there, especially after fouling off his foot. Might go right back to it again. Let's get this one down a little bit more, looking like a strike. No, we tried to bend it on him. Bickford's high fastball has been one of the more effective pitches he's thrown this year. League's only 6 for 31 off of it. The runner standing at first. That was a high fastball, but it wasn't hit well.
Runners Rosario as the 2-2 flies home, and a pop up straight back out of play. Litke in the Braves bullpen. Getting ready for the 9th inning, where the Dodgers will have 2, 3, and 4 coming up. On the 8th pitch, Albies succumbs to a fastball to the inside corner. Second strikeout of the inning for Phil Bickford.
It wasn't a high fastball, but it was an effective fastball. They're going away. He misses all the way in, but it is right on the edge for a strike.
5th strikeout of the game for the Dodgers. If they get 10, which would require extra innings, you get jumbo jacks. How about this? Tomorrow you pay for the jumbo jack, but take a Dodger win. Everybody wins. They get 10Ks tomorrow. Free jumbo jack on Wednesday. Bullpen.
Waiting for the return of the game. Come back, we'll be in the top of the 9th.
It is first start Gratterall with the Dodgers ahead 8-5. 2 gone in this 8th inning. Marcell Ozuna's coming up, and Gratterall's in to face him.
Just like this matchup better than Bickford. Bickford out there with a looking strikeout, but gets taken out of the game after 3 hitters.
And so Ozuna faces Gratterall, misses with his first pitch. Ozuna's walked and singled tonight, continuing his excellent May. Line drive down the line, fair ball. Into the corner goes Mookie Betts. Rosario rounds third and heads home. Vargas relays.
Rosario coming home, and he's safe! Safe!
An RBI double from Marcelo Zuna to greet Bruce Gratterall makes it 8-6.
8-6 Braves, baby. 2 outs, runner on second. Tying run now coming to the plate. The bum heading to the plate is now the tying run.
Down the plate, down the middle of the plate, and I'll tell you what, it had a little bit of movement, but Ozuna didn't try and do too much with it. He just gets the barrel on and hits the line drive.
Or wait a minute.
2 outs, crack of the bat, you're off, and that was enough.
Hold on. I might have that wrong. Sorry, guys.
Orlando
Arcia at bat.
Ground ball.
Ground ball, gonna ground out. Damn!
Ends the inning. Braves get one, but only one. To the
Okay,
ninth
so we
go.
got one.
Dodgers up
8-6, so now we're heading into the ninth. Sorry about that, guys. I just got confused.
Play of the game brought to you by your Southern California Volkswagen dealers. Freddie Freeman's high arcing 3-run home run that gave the Dodgers the lead back in the 5th.
He hit that home run in Atlanta, and it was higher than J.D. Martinez's 2 home runs, so he got play of the game.
That's it. It's just simple math.
Yep. It's the logic of the truck.
Lucas Litke on for his 7th appearance with the Atlanta Braves. Spent the last couple years with the New York Yankees. After 6 years away from the big leagues. First one to Freeman is outside ball 1. Litke was in the majors with the Seattle Mariners in 2015, but then goes to the minors with the Angels. They move him to the Orioles. They send him to the Reds. Then he gets dumped by the Reds, picked up by the Diamondbacks. Misses almost 2 full years for Tommy John. And then 6 years later, gets another chance in the big leagues. And Litke now at 36 years old from Brenham, Texas. Finds his own there, and it's 2-1. Got him from the Yankees this offseason. In his 7th year in the majors, but 11 years after he played his first. Freeman shoots one the other way, his 3rd hit. Chugging out of the box, thinking 2, thinking better of it as Rosario guns that one in, and Freddie Freeman's got a single to go along with his double and homer.
Sweet piece of hitting again, and when it's a left-on-left situation for Freddie, a lot of times that's where the hit is. Stays inside the ball, lets the ball get deep because
I'm listening to it just like you guys.
Possibly seeing a breaking ball, but he gets fastball, slices it in the corner.
So now Will Smith, who's looking for his first hit of the game at 0-4, takes well inside ball 1. For the Braves in the bottom of the 9th inning, they've got 9, 1, and 2 coming up. And so boy, oh boy, would you love some insurance take any chance at Acuna coming up there as the tying run out of the equation. All that said, 8 runs, you should feel pretty good. Smith lifts one to left.
Smashed out to left field, caught.
Makes the play.
They're going to hold the runner at first, so that's going to be first out.
And here's Muncy. 1 for 4, a single with an RBI, came on a ground out.
His single was right before J.D. Martinez home run to right center, but he got thrown out at second on a stolen base attempt, or we'd have 9 runs. I'll tell you what, I told it earlier, Dodgers, when they score 7 or more, 15-2, easily could turn this into 16-2 with the 8 runs.
Rain delay tonight, pushed back the 7:20 local start time to 8 o'clock here in Atlanta. It's perfect out in LA. Folks getting home from work. That shot down the line, foul. It'll be 7:20 Atlanta time again tomorrow, though there is some rain in the forecast again tomorrow. Same thing on Wednesday.
It's going to be beautiful.
Yeah, all right. Power of positive thinking, manifest it.
I don't think Freddie's going to try and steal it all here with J.D. Martinez on deck with the home run swing and Max Muncy, who has a home run about once every 9 at bats. I think Freddie will just stay put. A very successful base stealer when he can sneak it in there. But this is a time to let Max have the hole at first and make sure J.D. Martinez possibly gets up, as long as there's no double play ball.
One and two. Got it. 2 out. So it brings up J.D. Martinez, looking for his first career 5-hit game. He's 4 for 4 with 2 home runs.
Martinez was just 4 for 33 off of left-handed pitchers before he hit that home run right there. And now he gets another shot at a lefty.
Grounds it foul. He's got his average up to 266. The OPS getting up there into all-star territory, 882. Good catch.
Just slipped out of his hands. That is a really good catch. Some agility back there.
Look, he's 2-1. Is inside to Martinez. Ball 3. Martinez can reach. Chris Taylor would come up. 1 in the second, 2 in the fourth, 3 in the fifth, 1 in the sixth, and the seventh for the Dodgers. Freeman at first, 2 out. Martinez pulls it foul. Count goes full. Braves got a 4th spot in the first inning against Gavin Stone, who settled in and gave up just 1 more. That came in the 5th. And Braves got 1 more in the 8th. Top 2 scoring teams in the National League facing a couple of depleted pitching staffs, overworked bullpens, and it's looking very much like that when you look at the score. 14 runs on 21 hits combined. Eight walks between the two teams combined. It's a lot of traffic, Big O.
It sure is. A lot of pieces in the bullpens during this series that are going to be willing to come in and looking to be effective.
Bouncing ball to the hold it short. Arcia circles around it and throws Martinez out to finish off this 9th inning. The Braves have 9-1-2 coming up. That means Ronald Acuna. Brusdar Graterol went in the 8th. We'll see if he's back out there for the 9th. Dodgers 8, Braves 6. Last chance for Atlanta coming up. Harris, Acuna, and Olsen against Brusdar Graterol.
Brusdar gave up his first inherited runner of the year last inning. Looking for a clean inning right here, but it's going to be a gauntlet to go through with where we are at 9-1-2.
Dodgers have used 6 pitchers in this game. Stone went 4 innings, but then Phillips, Ferguson, Almonte, Bickford, and now Graterol all working out of the bullpen. That's ball 1 from Brusdar Graterol to Michael Harris. 0 of 3 tonight, 0 for his last 21 overall. That is inside, ball 2. And if you're just tuning in, wondering, wait a minute, you said Phillips is right after Stone. Well, that was with 2 runners on in a 2-run game. And the heart of the order up, and Phillips got out of that. And so you're left to figure it out from there. But that's right in line with the way Dave Roberts has managed this bullpen. With Phillips as his highest leverage guy. That's a strike, and it's 3-1.
It's the first one of the fastballs that he's gotten to tail back over the plate. The other ones he kind of pulled a little bit inside. Another good one right there. Will Smith giving him some encouragement with flashing the glove up to him and pointing at him.
Acuna waits on deck as a 3-2 comes home and gets swung on and miss. Brusdar Graterol from 3-0 to come back and strike out Harris.
3 inside and then 3 with good action that go away from the left-handed hitter. The last one probably ends
Harris
up
has
ball,
really
but
been
it
struggling.
like a strike just long enough in the 3-2 count.
So Acuna could hit it a mile as he often does, and the Dodgers would still lead. 99, strike 1. For Graterol, his 5th K in his last 12 games. 1 ball, 1 strike. Acuna doubled and scored to open the game. He walked and scored in the 5th. 1 for 3 overall. The 1-1 pitch.
Yeah, thanks, Kenneth. Appreciate you stopping by, man. Sorry I wasn't so talkative,
Whether he can
but
hit 500
you'll see
feet
what's
or not.
coming up.
You got a 2-1
I had to
lead.
do it this way. That way I can start releasing a lot of this content that I've been telling you guys about.
There
I
you
think
go.
you'll like
2-2.
it. I'm trying to
It
add
only counts one, no
add
matter
cool
how far he
things,
hits it.
digital content, you know, things like
Probably gonna
that,
fail about 60%
as well
of
as
the
some
time,
other
at
planned
least.
things that you'll be able to do with the website, joining the website and whatnot and all that. So, yeah, but anyways, thanks, man. I appreciate you stopping by. Same time tomorrow, 7:20 p.m. Eastern, 6:20 Central.
The hitters are probably going to still fail about 60% of the time, and that's what I mean compared to what you know about batting averages. Oh, don't they fail about 75% of the time? Yeah, they do. But even when you tell them, it would still be a high percentage.
Little high on Olsen. Game 2 of the series tomorrow. How about Bobby Miller making his major league debut against Spencer Strider, one of the top young pitchers in baseball. Dodgers would love if Bobby Miller could get to that point in short order. Within the next couple of years here, Strider very well established as that after one of the great rookie seasons ever last year. A check swing roller. Muncy circles around it. His throw is dug out by Freeman.
Oh,
Freeman's return to Atlanta
out
has
number
the
2.
exclamation, a thing of beauty defensively. Atlanta
That's
saying,
final.
hold on. They want to take a look and make
Out
sure.
out number 3. My apologies.
Yeah, they're going to challenge.
They're challenging it.
Max came all the way from the 6th hole as the third baseman.
Oh, he's on.
It's going to be close. I'm sure we'll take another look at it, give you another look at it at home. Max couldn't get a lot on the throw. He's circling the ball as he comes from the 6th hole over there. A quick release. Not a whole lot of velocity. The one hopper. Boy, that's so close.
It's in the glove, but it's not like all the way to the back of the glove. It's entered the glove, but the glove's not closed around
They're
it.
going to review it like they are. Yeah, he looked out to me.
Whichever it was, we had a great start to the game. Unfortunately, if this call's against us, we weren't able to. It's out. That's the final score, guys. 8-6.
Alan Porter said the game is over, and the
Dodgers have beaten the Atlanta Braves 8-6 for Game 1 of this 3-game series, guys. I'd like to say thank you to everybody that stopped by, all the likes, all the subscribes, all the support that you've given. Hey, this is KGB from the C Sports Network. Until tomorrow night, I'll see you then. Thank you for stopping, guys.
JD Martinez clubs a pair of home runs. For Hershiser, Kirsten Watson, and the rest.